Hey guys, how y'all doing? I'm here to give you guys a recap on the new episode of Shokugeki no Souma, Ni no Sara, or you can call it Food Wars, the second plate, on episode 7. Now, this episode, I bet a lot of anime onlys, I'm pretty shocked about how this episode had a certain conclusion or result, you know? I go like, yeah, I was kind of surprised too when I read the manga about it. Oh man, dude, I was like, freaking hell, dude. Now, that's what I say, that's a match right there, you know? So if anything else, let's just get this started. Oh yeah, this chapter adapted chapters 90 to 93. So if anything else, let's just get this started. Okay, at the beginning of the episode, we have to it that it does show Hayama Akira and Kurokiba Ro prepping up against each other for the semifinals. And it seems that Hayama Akira had no problem. As for Kurokiba Ro, he's like freaking like doing over 100 push-ups with one arm, which is pretty tough. I gotta say, pretty slick right there. And eventually they end up meeting each other, and their style of cuisine that they're doing is Western, I believe. I believe it's Western cuisine style, if I remember correctly. Yes, it is. So, as the episode continues, we have to it that our buddies, on the other hand, are being prepped up to fight against each other. As for Yukihiro Souma, he ends up having to sit next to Nakiri Erina of where she is in the VIP room, you know? And apparently, I don't know why he's sitting there, but he seems to be all freaking like calm and not giving a it, you know? So, as the episode continues, we have to it that Hayama Akira is using his main ingredient is known to be duck, and of course, like when it comes to duck like this, it's very very well known to be a specialty in the spice world, especially for Hayama Akira, because apparently he is one of because of his top sense of smell of his received educational with Totsuki since first year of middle school, he's known to be a crazed up elite against the other, you know? So, he was also said to be the next Elite 10 after Nakiri Erina. And of course, like, we have to it that Yukihiro Souma asks about, like, Kurokiba Ro, possibly. She says, like, you know, he didn't take the match too seriously. He just only made a cooking that's allowing him to pass and so forth, you know? That kind of thing. But we have to it that Alice comes in, not really Alice if anything, comes in and tells Yukihiro Souma and Erina that Ryo's strength is not measured through logic alone. He's filled with a lot of surprises here and there on how he does things. And of course, we also get to know that his specialty is seafood, of course. Obviously. Well, not too obviously, but it's shown here. But when it comes to certain, like, how you supposed to say it, past times with himself, he literally got himself into a situation where in his childhood he went through hellish kitchens where useless cooks are very banished. And he says and it does show a little bit of his backstory, like if he can't win, he's gonna freaking die. And that's what makes his fighting spirit so tremendous and very like strong and horrifying because of like of what he's been through. And that is what Alice lacks to go on with the win or so forth, you know, that kind of thing. And we have to it that the knife he's using is actually filleting an eel, you know, that kind of thing. And of course, when it comes to like two preys against each other, an eagle and a tiger, it looks like Kurokiba is the tiger and Akira is the eagle. Of course, like Kurokiba Ro makes a comment to Hayama that he lacks fighting spirit and he doesn't like it. And of course, he goes like, yeah, I understand where you're coming from, but I am very calm because the reason is because I have this nose, and with this thing, it's hella tough for me not to get my butt handed to you, you know? And therefore, he reveals his almighty trump card in the end. Well, not trump card, but summoning with everything he's got right now. And right now, of course, like we have to it that it looks like his dish is about to like be served up first, you know? And of course, as for Kurokiwa, he doesn't give a about the audience. He's just focused on what's in front of him right now, which is very, very crazy. Like senses at full throttle and giving it all he's got. Frying is done, and he ends up using like some kind of wine and Borquet Garni or something. You know, it's pretty crazy. Even Aaron is surprised to see that he's gonna be making Io Matalore, which Yukihira is not really familiar with, along with like everything else that Kurokiwa is using right now. It seems like we don't really know who's really going to win. But we also see that Hayama Akira ends up summoning with his own cards to play, you know, pouring another spice in another, you know, which is pretty crazy. And Hayama's first dish is up for the start, and it seems like they all gotten really positive results or conversations from like the judges, especially when they are grasped by the freaking ego in a certain way. And it seems like Kurokiwa gotten hit down pretty hard, but Yukihira says that Kurokiwa's eyes aren't dead yet, and therefore he summons his card and ends up using Io Maralote. And of course, like, we have to it that, I think one of the judges, the one that, like, thinks that Yukihiro is going to lose, what's her name again? Taki, I believe? I don't know. But all I know is she specializes in Spanish cuisines and tells her to hurry up and eat it. And, you know, she goes like, hey, you want me to kick your... you know, that kind of thing. But we have to it that, everyone, after one of the judges ate an eel, they feel like an electric shock into their body, you know? Pretty crazy. And what he uses Japanese plum, etc. Pretty tense. And this is what Hayama Akira goes like, so this is what you meant, huh? And he goes like, okay, I want you, and Kurokiwa therefore tells him, I want you to have the mashed potatoes, take these, combine them with the sauce, along with like the bread, you know, that kind of thing, and enjoy your mouth. Now, have a good time, and therefore and we have to that Kurokiwa does tick off one of the judges, go like, yo, can you at least be more civil in a certain way? And the moment they ate it, oh dear lord. Even Hayama Akira is really surprised about this, you know? And of course, like, this was pretty tough, especially when Hayama Akira felt a freaking tiger's claw on his ankle right now. It was pretty tense. Not to mention, like, they're trying to decide who's the winner, but we have to it that Hayama Akira got 2 votes, but Chief Dojima gave Kurokiwa a vote, and we have to it that Taki, specializing in Spanish cuisine, gave Kurokiwa a vote because it had more impact. Now the final judge goes to the final one, but however, she said that she can't even decide. She says that both dishes were good and I can't decide. Kurokiwa gets really ticked off and says, yo, freaking make a decision already. This is not over yet. And she goes like, wait, what are you talking about? And Alice comes and goes, okay, this is bad. Hey, calm down right now. And therefore, we have to it that Dojima asked the Elite 10, like, isn't there usually a Shokugeki if there's a tie like this? But we have to it that Ishiki says, yes, we do. But however, we all have judges and everyone else is really busy right now. But Chief Dojima makes a suggestion and says, okay, so I have an idea. Make both of them pass into the finals and it'll be a three-way battle. So pretty much you could say that Kurokiwa and Hayama Akira is like smacked into a draw right now, especially when both going to the finals with Yukihiro Souma getting ready to fight off, you know, or cook off. A 3-way battle, pretty much. Even Erina says, I don't know if that's really possible, but Saizumon or the principal Totsuki says, that sounds interesting. Let's do it, you know, that kind of thing. And they go like, wow, dude, okay, that sounds really cool. And we had to it that one of the mics says like, hey, yo, can you tell me how you feel, Kurokiwa? He goes like, what? I am not happy about this. And he goes like, the decision has been delayed and so forth. And I was like, hey, calm down, you know, that kind of thing. But the cuss wasn't there, but however you want to picture it. As for Souma, he's pretty excited excited, you know. But we have to it that Hayama says, oh, I'm pretty upset that it's equal turns with Kurokiba. I just gotta get over it and prepare for the next match. Of course, we have to it that Yukihiro Souma is also like interviewed too. But he goes like, yeah, this is my first time being surrounded by reporters. I mean, it feels really itchy. She goes like, don't be too nervous. Relax when you speak, you know. But we have to it that Yukihiro Souma literally tells him off like, you know, before I go up any further, I want to say this. You see here, Hayama got one more point with me, and I tie with Kurokiba. You know, what I really want to recommend is that I want to kick the butts both. I want to defeat them properly, both of them. And, you know, I got like a special bargain. I'm glad to get a chance to do so. And they go like, oh, what did you and, you know, Hayama and Kurokiba's face right now, like, what did you just say? You know, that kind of thing. And we have to it that the final theme or ingredient for the finals is known to be Pacific Sori. When we have to it that when it comes to this ingredient right here, Pacific Sori, they say like this is like used to common people, but it's usually served in high class restaurants later. And we have to it that in this kind of like how you supposed to say ingredient is a lot of advantages to like what can be used for. We have to it that it is very aromatic, which is Hayama's specialty, and it's a very highly seafood. It's a highly valued seafood for Kurokiba roll, and it has a deep relationship with tables of masses, which is also Yukihiro's specialty. So pretty much an ingredient that like gives every person a chance to like show their strength and give it all they got. Pretty much, this ingredient gives out like what kind of advantage that each one of them could use, you know. And right now, like they say the finals is in 10 days and gets ready for battle, you know. Of course, like Yukihiro Souma asks Hayama, don't you feel a little frustration within you? I mean, you could be a little bitter about it. He says, I have no reason to be bitter. Advance to the finals, win the election, things are going really nicely. But we have to it that Kurokiba tells Hayama, like, you know what? You're just a phony one-trick pony cook who used brains for spices. I've seen all your cards. Next time, I'm taking you out. But we have to it that Nakiri Alice pulls off his bandana and says, yo, let's get back. He goes like, okay, good job, you know. And then it seems like his mood swings are pretty true. It's pretty obvious. Every time he puts on that bandana, he goes into a freaking different like attitude, you know. And this is the scene after the credits, you know, that kind of thing. Of course, we have to it that Kurokiba asks Alice for a cooking match, as he can't be able to sleep like this. And of course, Hayama remembers what Kurokiba said to him. He says, oh, okay, you're saying I'm the only person who can use spices? Alright, I'm gonna show you how the hell we do this, you know? How it's lured by aromas. And of course, Yukihiro Souma gets ready and says, I want to reach beyond new heights and get ready for battle. And they have 10 days remaining. Dude, this is gonna be one tensed up match right here. And I'm pretty sure all you who are only anime onlys, I will say this right now, you will be shocked at what the result will be and so forth. Although, like, it all depends how you can look at it and how you freaking analyze it. For me, when I read the manga, I was like pretty tensed up and shocked in a certain way. But in the end, I am glad like things had a certain result, you know. So overall, like pretty nice episode. Still felt a little fast. Don't be surprised if this recap is very long. Of course, it's very long. I can really even tell right now. So until then, I'll see you guys in my next video. So I'm Alpha Zero. Have a good day, and I'll see you guys next time. Peace out. Bye bye. 2 to do.